Peerless. On July 25, 1886, the world lost Giuseppina Morlacchi. Giuseppina, who was called the Peerless by the American press, Josephine by her friends, Mademoiselle by critics in awe of her poise and style, and Madame by her loving husband Texas Jack, was the single most famous ballet dancer in the world during her lifetime. Born in Milan, Italy, and trained at La Scala, Morlacchi became one of the most renowned ballerinas of her day, both in Europe and in the Americas, where she arrived to star in the Devil's Auction at Barnard's Museum in New York City. She introduced America to the famous can-can dance in Boston, eventually buying a home at Lowell, Massachusetts, and a modest farm near Billerica. She would continue to tour America with her own corps de ballet, and was widely regarded as the finest dancer of the era. She was finishing a successful run of shows with her ballet troupe in Chicago when Ned Buntline approached her and her manager John Burke with an offer to join his new show, The Scouts of the Prairie, in a leading part. Giuseppina quickly jumped on the offer, as it gave her the chance to showcase her dramatic skills in addition to her world-renowned dancing. Buntline's other stars, Texas Jack Omohundro and Buffalo Bill Cody, were bona fide frontier scouts, soldiers, and hunters, but neither were actors. He knew that he needed a real star to ensure ticket sales, and he found it in the Peerless Morlacchi. When Bill Cody's wife Louisa wrote about that first show in Chicago in December of 1872, she noted that both her husband and his friend Texas Jack were such bad actors that Buntline decided they needed lessons. He took Bill Cody under his wing, and he asked Morlacchi to work with Jack. "Texas Jack," he said, "meet the peerless Mademoiselle Morlacchi." According to Mrs. Cody, quote, "Texas Jack put out his hand in a hesitating, wavering way. His usually heavy bass voice cracked and broke. There were more difficulties than ever now, for Jack had fallen in love at sight, and never did a pupil work harder than Texas Jack from that moment." The two married the next year in Rochester, New York, and were endlessly devoted to each other. Giuseppina was devastated by her husband's death in 1880, and she retired from stage soon after, returning to her home in Lowell, Massachusetts, to care for her sister. Her sister died in 1885, and the next year, Giuseppina died of stomach cancer on July 25, 1886, the day before her husband's birthday. She is buried at St. Patrick's Cemetery in Lowell, Massachusetts.